god of headline-grabbing interviews. He's back on Comedy Central.
Charlamagne known for being honest.
Topic 2. Now let's talk some jailhouse rap. It's been a big week for white men doing right by black people. Earlier today, President Biden, as we announced earlier, that he's going to pardon all federal offenses of simple marijuana possession. And California Governor Gavin Newsom signed a new bill limiting the use of rap lyrics in court to convict rappers of crime. That's right. Ian, this gotta be a dream come true for you, right? Because you can finally rap about, smoking weed and not go to jail for it.
Listen, I'm pro. I want to hear about your crimes in music. I feel like
no,
that's a
I used to
genre.
have that same mentality, and I feel like I caused the whole generation to be doing this stupid shit they do now.
Listen, rap music is to black guys what murder documentaries is to white women. That's how we feel about it. That's how we feel about it.
Okay.
We don't condone it. It's appalling, but when you hear it, you're like, yo, how many people he killed? This is crazy. I think every rapper should just start a song the same way they start Law and Order. Like, it should just be a disclaimer, like the following bars are completely fictional, not based on true characters.
That would be
and any
great.
resemblance to reality is completely coincidence.
That would be great.
Tell me who you robbed at the gas station.
But the problem with hip-hop historically is that we've shamed people for not being real. You know what I mean? Like, you have to keep it real, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't like that. Like you shouldn't lie. Tekashi, lie about it. We still gonna bump it. I know that's against Mike. You come from a generation where you had to be real, right?
We had to.
But now they real, and there's too many people getting killed.
I'm also from a generation where we understood we were watching a representation of realness. We knew Scarface was the rapper.
Yeah.
The stories, in part, came from James Prince.
That's a good point, Mike, because I feel like in some of these cases, there are street laws too, right? We've always advocated to not snitch.
Yes.
So what about these brothers who get on these records and snitch on their
Well, I didn't get the not snitch laws from the streets. I got it from my mother.
Okay.
And my mother said, it's 3 of y'all. There's you and your 2 sisters. Figure it out amongst yourself. Because if you tell, hold on.
But Mike, your mama was a dope.
No, my mom did sell drugs.
Exactly.
Damn, look, that was with a white hoe. I would have gotten away with that with a white one. Yeah, my mom was a cocaine trafficker.
That's nice.
All right.
She should rap about that. That's an album I would buy.
Shouts out to Denise.
Yeah, I mean, listen, Jay-Z rapped about sex, murder, and mayhem, romance for the streets. The only wife of mine is a life of crime.
I miss that.
Right? But I'm a 90s hip-hop girl where storytelling and lyrics mattered. Biggie, DMX, Jay-Z. But in those stories, they were rapping about their lived experiences, right?
Maybe.
And maybe, right? So people were like, okay, and that's where the street cred comes in. But if you're gonna have the fun and fantasy part of that, and that's part of art and expression, that's great. But then if you wanna get real and say, okay, this is about honesty and truth, but then you're talking about crimes you've committed over a beat, as Fannie Willis said, there are consequences to the First Amendment. We need to be careful, though, also about what we condone and rationalize in our own communities too, because these could be people that are committing crimes against your own people, and then you're
that's the biggest part.
Charlamagne known